Good evening, folks. Welcome back to my channel. I went to a resale shop today just to browse around, and you know how things go. I ended up with a nice big stack of DVDs and Blu-rays. So let me show you what I got here. Two of them are Criterions, and this is a Blu-ray. This is a double feature, The Immigrants and The New Land, two Swedish films by, let's see, Jan Troell. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Starring Liv Ullmann. Never seen these, so this will be nice. Okay. And the next one is a DVD set, a 3-disc DVD set of Luchino Visconti's The Leopard, starring Burt Lancaster, Alain Delon, and Claudia Cardinale. And I've never seen this, so this will be interesting too. This is from 1963. Two versions of the film, the original Italian and one which is dubbed into English using Burt Lancaster's voice. So that's probably the one I will watch. And the second disc is loaded with extra features. So, wow. Anyway, so don't know anything about this at all, but I'm looking forward to it. All right. Next up, some other films that I've never seen. Life is Beautiful. Yes, I've never seen it. So, looks like a really important award-winning film, very popular. I remember when it won all those awards, so yeah, that should be cool. Next is a Russian film. I don't know anything about this, but I remember seeing a little bit of it on YouTube, and I was very intrigued by it. It's called Father and Son, and it's directed by, let's see, Alexander Sokurov, who did another film called Russian Ark, which I've never heard of. And I guess this was part of a trilogy. Maybe Russian Ark is another part of it. But there was also a film called Mother and Son. So it's a family-themed trilogy. Anyway, Father and Son. And I got this English film, a BBC film, a version of Jane Austen's Persuasion from 1971, which I've never seen, although I have seen the 1995, or is it 1994? No, 1996, sorry, version, which I remember seeing this in the theater, and I loved it so much I picked up a copy. Amanda Root is the star. Just a beautiful film. I seem to think that I read this novel, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I thought I would get yet another version and see if it's comparable to this one. All right, Persuasion. And I got a couple of films, a couple of Blu-rays of films that I have seen before, but it's been a very long time. And one of them is A Passage to India. Fantastic movie. Saw this in the theater when it first came out. And also, very different kind of film, Pleasantville, which I did see in the theater and have not seen since. So I remember loving the look of this film, the black and white, you know, the old 50s ambiance and all that. So, yeah. And I picked up, this was very cheap, a DVD copy of My Man Godfrey with William Powell, Carole Lombard, which I know I must have seen this way, way back in the day, but it's been a long time. So this will be fun to get into. Supposedly one of the best films of the 1930s, directed by Gregory LaCava, who also directed Stage Door, which is one of my favorite films. My Man Godfrey. And finally, I got picked up two movies because a couple of my friends here on YouTube were talking about these. Just the other day, my friend Mike Dagg of Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection was talking about Westerns, and Mike knows more about Westerns than anybody else on YouTube. And he showed this movie, 7 Men from Now, starring Randolph Scott, Gail Russell, and Lee Marvin, and a special collector's edition. And so I grabbed this. I know I must have seen this way, way back in my lost youth, but it's been so long. That title sounds very familiar. But Mike was talking about how good it is, so check it out. He's a big fan of Randolph Scott. So. And finally, My friend Rob of Rob's movie collection, who was doing a series with me of a film for each year of our life, he did this film for the year 1972. What's Up, Doc? Barbara Streisand, Ryan O'Neal, Madeline Kahn, who really steals the film, directed by Peter Bogdanovich. And I saw this also when it came out in the theater and just loved it. And I know I must have seen it since, but I've never had a copy of it, so I grabbed this too. Okay, so thanks, Rob. And thanks, Mike, for getting me to spend a little money. Thanks, guys. Very successful day. See what happens when you have nothing else to do and you're browsing around in a resale shop. It's a sickness, folks. Okay, comments are welcome. Let me know if you've seen any of these films. Good night.